There's once again any number of things we could follow up on. And I'm not good at keeping it all in mind at once. I believe we still have 2 things in the green zone. Oh yeah, the guy at the halfway home also just wants me to talk to him about something. In the tunnel above Bellhart, there's more silver bells. We're looking for some guy in Shellwood. So we're looking for the last polyp and this guy. And maybe looking for this guy we'll find the last polyp? As much as I'm somewhat hesitant to go to Shellwood yet again. I do feel like we spent so much time here lately. But I also do think I'm going to try to do every side quest, because they all directly incentivize exploring the world. They might reveal new boss fights, they give you new upgrades. Like, they're pretty thoroughly in the game. It's like a core thing to do. Which is funny, because like this might, knowing the balance and difficulty of Hollow Knight before this, I'm sure the game's largely designed in mind with the idea of you doing all the side stuff and it being a reward that helps you get a better handle on the difficulty without trivializing it and so on. And I'm like, just an interesting game to play immediately after Clair Obscur then, which was just a really baffling game. Like, I have to always caveat and remind people that I liked the game, but Clair Obscur was so weird and its difficulty was insane. Like, it was just, it hits you with the most incredibly difficult nightmare one-shotting super bosses, but then also if you engage with any level of open world stuff or optional content, immediately goes completely into a bizarre direction. And that, like, the game had a really tight difficulty curve and really tight pacing when it was linear at the very, very beginning. But then you go into an open world after the first few hours, and then it really just keeps opening up more and more non-linearly with more and more optional bosses and more optional quests, and then entire optional zones. And eventually you're just like, how... Oh, hello. Must be where the missing guy is. Spare a song for those who lay here silent. By strength abandoned, they fell before the final ascent. Oh, forgot about these guys. Like, it hit a point where you could just give yourself the game kept hyping up all these major story encounters, and then you would just defeat them instantly. And so you'd be like, wow, I'm way too powerful. But then you'd do an optional thing like 5 feet away from that boss, and that thing actually would be a challenge. And you're like, what is the intended difficulty curve of this game? Why is main story content right next to non-story content, and the difficulties don't even slightly correlate with each other, even though they're in the same part of the environmental world? I just have no idea what the game was going for. Oh, I lost the track. Just got to hope this will be enough. It does kind of feel like that game just introduced so many things that would mess with the potential difficulty curve that they just kind of eventually gave up, and we're just like, eh. We've abdicated the responsibility of actually moderating our own game's difficulty curve and pacing, and then just moved on. Which is a kind of ex-Ubisoft employee vibe. But like, by contrast, I imagine this game's actually going to be relatively tightly designed all the way through. And they're not the same type of game. But I just think that Clair Obscur is full of so many systems that actively damage the ability to have any kind of difficulty curve that made any sense, or any kind of intended playstyle that's legible to players, or even just the idea of not punishing them for playing side content. And all the systems that made it that hard to balance the game were put in by them on purpose. So it's just like, it's not like it's like a force of nature that happened to them. Oh, those horrible beastie beasts are gone. Much and many thanks to you, mighty warrior. It was a simple thing, small bug. I assume you are Tip, the courier. Pray, the Bellhart trader seemed concerned for your safety, and for the cargo you carry. He sent you? She needs to learn a little patience. It's barely been away. Barely been away, but still, is lucky for me you came. There we go. Well, I must be off now. That old grumbly grub in the bell will come after me herself if she not get her goods. There we go. This is all technically a different zone at this point. I don't know where the last polyp is. I don't know. Maybe I'll get sidetracked, but I am by this door I think I can open now? No. Simple keyhole. That's not the type of door we learned how to open with our new thingy. Yeah, now I can do this. Which might have other uses. We don't know yet. Maybe. But the main thing is that you use it to deal with the other thing. Oh, I fell way the hell down here. Yeah, I'm back at the bone grotto, basically. It's all green, so I didn't question it too much. But I'm like, oh yeah, we're out of the zone, and I can't really get back without... Oh! No! This is so self-inflicted. What's over here? Maybe we've seen this all before. Is there anything that I, like, couldn't reach before? I'm following the wall. Oh, hello. I ended up finding a door anyway. Weavenest Atla. Ooh. Spooky. Unspooky. What have I done? I feel like I'm gonna wake up the xenomorph. Is this good? It definitely feels like an engineer ship from Alien. It's like glowing silk. Have I like reactivated this place? There's silk everywhere, like cobwebs. Oh, sorry. Oh. A rune depicting the weave nest. Take the map. Oh. I suppose part of the implication is that we're not going to be finding our friend in here, so they like had to give us an alternate map source, which saves me some money. Yeah, this is very alien. This place is kind of a dump, isn't it? Who's there? Has someone come to free me? Or are you here to bring my end? I am Hornet, prisoner. Only a traveler, and not here to slay you. What cause sees you caged in these ruins of Weaver's past? Were you their enemy? No, not their enemy. And their prisoner not through malice. I am Eva, a thing difficult to describe. A child of weavers, yet not quite their kin. How strange. That description could fit me as well as yourself. Child of weavers, and not... I can detect your weaver strain, yet you are different from them, and from me. A shifting, blended thing? What are you, creature? Step closer, lady, that my senses would better understand your nature. You see one's nature, Eva. It is a skill far beyond bugs. Not one without cost. My sight perceives a bug only through the imprint upon their soul. You speak of their crest, that signifier of a bug's essence, and their invisible yoke, born through a lifetime. Crest. Yes, the old weaver term, a simple word to attempt description of something so profound. But wait, your own nature, is it? Lady, permit me to look deeper still, that I may offer clarity. Insight, allow insight. Evolved the crest of Hunter. Strike enemies repeatedly to build focus. Once focused, needle attacks will become deadlier. Incredible. Your nature is so unlike immortal bugs. Yours is malleable, transitory. It is a marvelous thing, worth my long life to behold. If in your travels you are able to further evolve, return to me. With what power I possess, I may be able to aid you further. Thank you, Eva. If my nature expands, as you say, I shall return. So she specifically sees people's crests. Crest of the Hunter. Did they just switch my crest back to Hunter? They did. So I unlocked a new ability for the Crest of the Hunter, but I just been leveling up the other crest, so I'm just like, what? I didn't get a choice in this? So we're not freeing her? At least not yet. It's funny because I previously had the thought of like, surely there should be like a hidden zone in the starting area, because that's just what tends to happen in these kinds of Metroidvanias. Oops. And there was all along. I thought I checked around and confirmed that there wasn't one. But I somehow just failed to denote an entire door? Granted, when we first came through here, we didn't have the way of denoting the doors. But was it not visible on the map at all? Just wondering how I missed that. There's just a lot going on all the time. Hello? No. Oh, why can't we just be friends? Oh, this sucks. It's tired. Well. And he drowned himself. Yeah, I want to fall down. Oh, it is the big version of these guys. I'm out of the Weavenest map. Oh, damn it. Oh, no! I'm not used to this moveset. It's fucking me up. Oh, this is awkward to just get swapped on like that. Oh, there's no air juggle, so I didn't like... Doing a melee in mid-air doesn't hold me in. These guys are really hard to navigate at this distance. I'm not really sure how best to do it. Like this? Ah, you dick. That was hard. Yeah, having your moveset swapped out without having an option, the control over it, it's kind of rough. There's a better overhead swing with this weapon for sure, though. Uh-oh. That's not good. Moss mother. Weren't you the first boss? Didn't I already fight you? I assume you're harder now. Oh, there's two. Oh, it's a lot at once. Oh, it's a lot at once. Ah! Damn it, I have to think about what direction I'm facing a lot more here when I do the dive. Because it's much more directional and I'm not used to this moveset. Ah! No! You killed your own baby. You're a bad mom. Someone in the comments is gonna be like, how dare you judge somebody else's parenting? And it's like, they killed them! I have no idea which ones I've been hitting the most or anything. How'd that not hit anybody? I'm covered in enemies. I don't know how I stunned both of them at once, it's crazy. Is it too much? I killed both? At the same time? Do they have a shared health bar or something? It's very surprising that I stunned them at the same time and killed them at the same time towards the end. A weave light. Gleaming apparatus of weaver make. Its core emits a faint glow, increases the speed of silk regeneration. What does that mean, though? It doesn't say increases silk gained. So I'm inclined to think increase the speed of silk regeneration just means the one free pip I have when that I get, which is trash. So that's a terrible item. But once I gain more silk regeneration as a cap, like a higher cap of it, maybe it's useful at that point. Right now, I believe the item I just got is basically useless. Because I very slowly generate one pip out of like 9 or 10 or something. So it's just not helpful. Big guy gets so tired. Alright, I got one. I feel a little bit better now. Oh. It broke apart. So was that the same guy? I don't remember killing the one that was upstairs. Ah, it's really hard to fight without my other downswing. That's just down. Ah. Ren. How did I not grab that? That's really weird. Oh, here's where he is. God, it's hard to catch things that move this fast. Look how adorable he is. Kill him. No, grab the ledge. Ah. Is there anything even up here? Is there a reason to go up there? There's a ledge. There's like a long ledge in the middle. I don't know if there's anything to do there. It's just, it's genuinely really hard to even attack these enemies because they're on such tiny platforms that are far away. And I just can't, like, mechanically interact with that. Like, I can't really jump high enough to dive attack them, but then even when I do, they'll be off the platform when I get there. There we go. Ooh. A mossberry. Didn't I get all of those? I guess there was more options than the ones immediately apparent. I thought I finished that quest ages ago. So what do I do with more mossberries now? Is it in my inventory? It is. I don't know. Weavenest Atla. So we just went through this whole lower area. This zone's like as big as the original starting zone. Although I guess it counts that as being this all being the same zone. With the moss grotto at the beginning. The whole area called Moss Home. I guess the intro area doesn't have a name. You play through the intro area, then you rise up to Bone Bottom. The whole place is called Moss Grotto. Moss Home is up there, so that's more specifically that one spot. But there's no, like, specific name for the starting area, which is a bit of a surprise. That's just like a bit of granularity that usually kind of makes sense. Huh. What's going on here? There's clearly something here, which you get to somehow. It's supposed to be in the top left of this room. There's no real indication of how to do anything here. I can't even really see where it would be. There's also a hallway beneath me. Just raising the question, like, is there a way to get into the shaft? Okay, so there's clearly stuff in there. I don't think I can do it. But there's like two different paths around here. I think that the idea is that at some point I might be able to physically get up there without using the warper thing. And then I can like wall climb up the shaft to do something. But right now, like, I don't really have a go high button available. So I don't really know what they want from me right now. So I think that's just gonna have to wait for later. Weird. It's weird how this one looks like it's like right around here. I just don't see where it is. I also kind of don't really get what the upgrade to me is. I upgraded my crest, but I don't really understand the upgrade to the crest. There's a brief description that we moved on from. The meter seemed to change as if to like... I thought I had like a new focus meter, like maybe the blade behind my health now shows my focus level, because I gain some kind of blade focus or something. But like I don't know. I'll sit down on a bench again and see if it can review the description or anything. Here's where you can change your crest, right? Build focus with successive strikes. Well, this is one we were using. Reap additional silk, which I'm just used to fighting this way, so I think I'm gonna stick with this one. Even though this is the worst attack ever. You moved. Hunter, I'm thinking it was you that cleared my basement. On first arrival here, the nesting creatures didn't take kindly to my passing. Oh ho. Oh ho. They're cranky bugs, all right. And they made an awful mess down here with their hatching and breeding. You've my many thanks for seeing them off. May your travels bring you fortune, Hunter, and may the citadel come to fear your freedom in our land. So she moved down. Took her a while to, but she's here now. Hello. Oh yeah, I couldn't do this before. Oh. Oh, you prick. Or once again, somewhere new. We're expanding on a lot of the starting zone right now. Can't get that high. Probably should just explore along the floor and find out what's here. A bone dock. Okay, so now the actual gate is open. So some gates like that are being held on the other side. It's like a Colosseum or a necromancer. Chapel of the Wanderer. Ah! Wow, I'm really bad at noticing the tripwires. It's come up before and it'll come up again. Oh, well, I see this one. Ah, damn it. Was wrong about what it was going to do, though. Huh. Ah, I did not see the tripwire. God damn it. Rude. There's the Chapel of the Wanderer. Why is it so cruel to wanderers? Let's take a drink if this is about to be a fight. Go. Yeah, I am suspicious of this high-ceilinged room. Anything rectangular. Uh-huh. It's full of nerds. Oh boy. I actually didn't upgrade the one that I actually use. No idea what the threshold is she's referring to, where she's like, yeah, come back later when your character is expanded or something. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I have no idea what that's referring to in any kind of tangible way, beyond just coming back every now and then and wondering if it's happened yet. Well, they were like easy. And now we have a little shortcut. Because I cause unspeakable harm to architecture when I visit places. And that's just real life. Ooh. Bound the crest of the Wanderer. Cut swiftly and nimbly with short, precise strikes to change I don't know if I want small attacks. Oh, they're gonna auto-switch me to it no matter what. I guess. Why would I want this, though? Just tiny little strikes. It might be faster, but is speed worth it? I assume that the heavy strikes do more damage. And then given the number of openings you actually have against enemies, that can be pretty high impact. No idea. I think I used to largely have a preference for being the fastest little rogue in the world when I was like a teenager. And then as time went on, I became much more interested in heavier, slower, and more deliberate attacks in most things. Is there another quest to get these? No. Who's here? And a fair amount of that might have been the fact that I was playing harder and harder games, and oftentimes the slower, more deliberate attack, somewhat counterintuitively, just works better in a harder situation. They're calling it precise here, but oftentimes the spammier, faster attacks are a bit more thoughtless. Power Fantasy just being a really cool Neo guy who just kind of, like the Matrix, just non-stop shooting and attacking, and it's so cool and no one can touch you. Then you actually get humbled by a few genuinely difficult encounters. You're like, I cannot be doing combos right now. Anything in this thing will just kill me if I try to do combos. You try to get the most out of the couple of attacks you can actually reasonably use. Well, that was quite an adventure that basically happened because I fell in the hole by accident again. So I guess it's kind of a good thing I unfixed the bridge and destroyed it. We just expanded the map like crazy. Because we had none of Bonegrave before, and none of Weavenest Atla before. Weavenest Atla. No more quests here. I want to go back to Bellhart and see what new inventory that one NPC has. And maybe poke at the Bellhart Bells quest. I have no idea where this last polyp is, and I am a little tired of exploring that particular zone over and over again for more quests. Or every time I get another skill. It admittedly has been happening a lot. It feels a little overkill at this point. But that does just mean putting it off for later, not like giving up on the quest. So I would like to be accomplishing something else at the time, so that I don't just like wander aimlessly for a while and continually fail to find anything in the new zone. Oops. Now we have Hunter, Reaper, and Wanderer, and Hunter is awoken with open eyes, even though I had Reaper equipped at the time. Greetings again, shopkeeper. Your shelves are looking better stocked. I see the courier made their way back to you safely. Oh yes, the cheeky little so-and-so came by and dropped his cargo off at last. Poor dear was so shaken by his misadventures, I almost didn't have the heart to dock his earnings. All's well now, though. Take a look at the lovely new goods I have available. 880, jeez. Multi-binder. I rarely sell objects as intriguing as this. It's supposed to improve a bug's natural ability to heal. Can't say I've felt its effects myself, but then I keep more healthy than most. Multi-binder. It's a blue glyph? That is what these fit in, right? Yeah, okay, that's the glyph above the blue stuff, is the one with the vertical split in it. So it goes into that slot. So making healing stronger in some way is probably better than using the Druid's Eye, which kind of sucks. It is funny that it says shields the bearer as they bind their wounds, but not like in a you're safe kind of way, you know. You can shield someone and then explode, I guess. A spool fragment. A spool for bearing no silk. For bearing no silk? It's surprisingly heavy. You think perhaps it could be a gift left behind by the old creeping ones? Memory locket, shard bundle. These are the main things to get, but it is 600 to get them all. My current thing's full, so I don't need any more memory lockets right now. But I'll probably buy it in the long term just to be able to spend it. Because I want anything that's heart piece equivalent you want to nab up. Yeah, we'll grab up the spool fragment. And just sort of hope I find the other another half soon. Restoration of Bellhart. Hearken, ye holy, our home has been cleansed of evil, but now we are tasked with restoring its former glory. Share your rosaries with us and the work may begin. I don't have 250. Dang. Guess I'll just have to settle for being embarrassing and cringe. Like always. Bro.